I'm doing exactly what I was doing from day one, and I have not changed.
You must remember the seed that started this whole thing for you. Lose track of that, and you're finished.
I visualized like playing on Jimmy Fallon, you know? And then like a year or two later, I was on Jimmy Fallon playing.
Rise and shine, it's espresso time.
I wake up every morning.
Espresso keep me going.
I wake up every morning.
Hey, it's Evan Carmichael, and this channel was created to help you overcome the #1 challenge that is holding you back, a lack of belief in yourself. You watch these videos because you know there's something more inside you as well. You've got Michael Jordan level talent at something. So let's start your day off right together. Grab your coffee and sip on today's message from Eric Thomas. Also, if you want to have more confidence, check out my 254 series. They're free. The links to join are in the description below.
Even if you're my closest friend, I have boundaries.
Freshman year in college, me and my boys start like this, like Christian, like organization. Let me tell y'all something. I'm #1 motivational speaker in the world. Let me tell y'all why. We started The Advantage 2005. We blew up. I'm still doing The Advantage every Monday, every Tuesday at Michigan State University. People like, E, you blew up. You doing? Listen to me. It's so bad. I'm telling the people that book my gigs, don't book no gigs on Monday. Try your hardest not to book no gigs on Monday. E, why? You got a chance to make thousands of dollars. Why would you do? Nope. I gotta stay close to the place that blew me up. I gotta stay. Listen to me very closely. I'm just keeping it 100, y'all. As a company, we have blown up. There are people in our company, they used to do one thing, they're doing something totally different. I guarantee you I'm doing exactly what I was doing from day one. And the reason why some of you aren't successful is because the value you had that thing when you first started doing it, you don't have that same value no more. You don't treat that thing the way you used to treat that thing when you first got that thing. And so what God is saying is, I need you to change your perception, because once you change your perception, everything changes, son. Once you change your perception, the value changes. And once the value changes, the energy that you give it is totally different.
Most people tie their self-worth to what they accomplish. You're addicted to more, to bigger, to scaling. And there's nothing wrong with that, but what are you growing? You must remember the seed that started this whole thing for you. Lose track of that and you're finished. So I just got back from a trip. I was keynoting a speech in Florida. Your World with Him Live was an amazing event. And one of the things that I do when I travel is I love always going early and staying late. I told Eddie Pinero, who was organizing the event, say, hey man, I'm gonna come in early. A day before, you need me for anything. You need me to set up the room, anything, I'm there. He didn't, but I'm there anyway, just to make sure. The next morning, I'm not speaking till 4 or 5 o'clock at night the next day, but I'm there first thing in the morning. I'm there to greet people, to welcome, to take pictures, to do selfies. I'm there to support throughout the entire event. And then even though the event ended at 6 o'clock, I think, I then went to dinner with everybody. And then the next day I booked a meetup. One of my favorite things to do when I travel is to meet you guys, local members of Believe Nation. And so I put out a message saying, hey, I'm in South Florida, who wants to meet up? And we had 30 people show up. And I took their questions and helped them out and then left later on that day. Most keynote speakers, when they're flying in for an event, will fly in the day of, do the speech, and then go home. That's what most people do. And there's nothing necessarily wrong with that. For me, what's the seed of why I do what I do? I love the connection. I want to help entrepreneurs. I'm here to spread a mission, my message, but I want you to get a result. Like I want anything that I'm a part of to win, to be successful. And I want the entrepreneurs that I'm hanging with to be better, that you've invested your time, your money, your effort to come out to an event like this. I want to see that you get a result when you go back home. And so I put everything that I've got to make it a success. And then meeting Believe Nation afterwards the next day, instead of going home, I want to spread the message even more. I want to meet you. I want to see how I'm helping. I want to see what else I can bring to it. That's the seed of why I do what I do. And so again, it's not necessarily the right path, it's right for me. And that I'm always there early, I always stay late. It means a lot more travel days and travel time away than if I was here. And so I pick and choose my opportunities. But that's why I do what I do. And so everything that I do is very community driven. You have to remember why you do what you do. There's a seed, there's a spark, there's a thing that set you off. And yes, you might grow to bigger stages and have a bigger impact and be making more money, but it's so easy to lose track of it. It's so easy for me to look at how many views I'm getting on my videos. We've had 300 million people watch my videos. That sounds like a crazy number. I still love making videos. The day that I stop liking making videos, the day that this becomes a job, I'm out. I'm gonna go off and do something else, because you never win doing work that you hate. But a lot of people lose track of the seed that got them started. A lot of people lose track of their why. And so hanging with entrepreneurs at a Starbucks and helping them is just as good as being on a stage with 5,000 people in the audience. I love both, because that's why I do what I do. And you need to find the reason why you do what you do and then connect with it on a daily basis. Because when you lose track of it, when you lose track of why you do what you do, when you lose track of that seed, that's when you feel like there's no momentum in my business. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going. You have to remember your why. Now I've got a 3-step process of self-awareness that I want you to go through that I think will really help. It's in my new book, Built to Serve, but I'm gonna give you the highlights here. The first is the who, the second is your why, and the third is the how. So I think that people are built to serve. It's why I'm calling my new book, Built to Serve. I think if you are not happy in your life, it's because you're not serving other people. Either the world, you have a big mission, like entrepreneurs, chances are you watching this, you got a big mission for your life. But even if you don't, then you're built to serve the 25 closest people to you. You're very family oriented without big ambitions. That's okay. Not everybody has to be leaders, but you're built to serve. Serving others has the same impact, it hits the same area in your brain as food and sex. It's hardwired into you. So how do you serve? One is your who. What's your one word most important core value? For me, it's belief. So I want to be believing in people. Believe is in my environment, it's in the videos I make, it's in everything I do. Hopefully in this content, you're feeling my belief for you. Maybe I'm not doing it well, maybe it's not landing, but it's always the intention. So what's your one word most important core value? Because when you figure that out, when you know what you stand for, you start giving yourself permission to go chase down your dreams instead of settling for the crumbs of somebody else's dreams. Step number 2 is your why. Your purpose comes from your pain, right? Your why is your purpose, and your purpose comes from your pain. What was the most painful moment in your life? When did you feel the most worthless as a human being? Your purpose for the rest of your life will be to help other people who are currently feeling that pain. That's your purpose. You want to ease suffering. You want to help people get lifted from their situation. And even though you may not be fully out of your situation, you're still growing, you're still learning, you're still getting better. You're further ahead than you were 5 years ago. And there's a lot of people who are currently like who you were 5 years ago. Go help them. It'll fill you up for life. Your who and your why don't change. It's static. Your most important core value. I'm going to be believing in people when I'm 95 years old. It won't change. I'm going to be loving to help entrepreneurs for the rest of my life because that's where I struggle the most. Your who and your why don't change. The third part is your how you go about executing it, how you go about helping people. So the path that you got through, the recipe that saved you, can also be used to save other people. I saved myself through entrepreneurship by studying success, by modeling success, by looking at Bill Gates and how he started his company. I used that and it saved my business. And now for the past 20 years, all I've been doing is modeling success and trying to bring it to you guys to learn from people like E.T. and Kanye and Bill Gates and Oprah and all the people that I profiled on my channel. I want you to learn from their success because that was my path out. So whatever saved you, you can then teach other people how to do as well. So it's the who, the why, the how. It's in my new book coming up soon, Built to Serve. I hope you check it out. But that self-awareness will make a big difference to allowing you to have permission, to give yourself the permission to be a leader. Say, I'm on a mission, that what I do matters, and to connect with it on a daily basis to keep you motivated and go have a big impact on this world. Now I've got a really special bonus script that I think you're gonna enjoy. But before that, question of the day, I wanna know, what is your why? Let me know, put it down in the comments below. And if you like this video and you promise to take action after watching it, don't just watch another video, you gotta do something. Give me a hashtag believe in the comments to make it official, and then go keep that promise to yourself.
I'm in this sort of down period, and Sean invites me to the studio in LA. Now we both live in LA, so I go to the studio, and this guy's just like glowing. You know, in his career, after like years of stagnation, his career is taking off. He's got his first hit. And he's one at this, like when I saw him in the studio, he was one of those guys where you just felt good being around him. So I went back to the studio the next day with him. I go, what's going on with you? What's up with you? He's like, you gotta read these 2 books. The first one was The Alchemist. And the second one was Asking It Is Given by Esther and Jerry Hicks, which is like kind of out there, that book, but it's all about the law of attraction. And Sean, I don't know if he still does, but he used to carry it with him everywhere.
Whoa.
And his like the cover was all like worn, and like it's a serious book, and it's about basically you get what you think about. And that, like, I think that really set me off. So I started like exploring different belief systems, and I still am. And I always believed I was gonna have another like wave in the music industry during that time. I visualized like playing on Jimmy Fallon, you know? And then like a year or two later, I was on Jimmy Fallon playing.
If you want another awesome video in our Black Excellence series, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.